so concerned with investment selection, asset classes, asset allocation. Your presentation brought out the significance of the roles of advisors. So thank you for bringing that out.
Thanks.
I have a question for you, which is when someone has a goal for 15 years, he invests through SIP, but after 10 years, he finds that the last 5 years have been very bad. So just like what happened very recently. So what should the investor do? How would you keep him focused on his, and how would you bring about the importance of life planning in such a context?
Okay, here it is, and that's where life planning actually helps. What we do is, in our office, when we make a plan, we actually make a 15-20 page document, which is what all of us do in terms of pie charts and graphs and a lot of other things that we put in. But there's one more thing that we do. We take a photograph of a client, a family photograph, and next to the, and we always say that give us a happy photograph, so the entire family, children, parents, they would be enjoying vacation. And on that photograph, we put their goals. Because we are talking to human beings, there are no numbers there. There is nothing. And then we say, these are the goals for which you are saving and investing. And that's what they have to keep looking at it every day. What we tell them is that which fund I give it to you, which asset class is my competency, just leave that to us. We know that this is where you want to go, you keep focusing on it. The entire situation changes. Clients' focus changes from numbers, schemes, markets, because anyway they don't know that. Where have they got that information? From somebody else or some other media, but that's not what they have studied. Our role as a planner is to bring focus and say, you are saving for this, keep listening to us, and that's what we will walk, number one. Number two, what we also do is that whatever schemes that we have started giving names to those schemes. So we do not call, for example, HDFC Equity Fund. We don't call Franklin India Blue Chip Fund, or we don't say IDFC Premier Equity Fund. What we call is, in case of Sadiq, Kabir is the spawn. So Kabir's Education Fund. So you are doing an SIP in a Kabir's Education Fund. Okay. You are doing an SIP into Sana's marriage fund. My daughter's name is Sana. We don't call it which fund, because that's, when my doctor gives me a medicine, do I really know what chemical composition it is and which chemical is affecting me where? It's just a tablet, take thrice a day and you'll be fine. Why on earth client needs to know? The moment you start doing that, when markets fall, client's reaction is different. They're saying, oh, now it's at a lesser level. I think I'll be able to reach my goal faster if I put in that money. So the entire situation changes. We are saying turbulence is our responsibility. You focus on goals. The entire life changes because we are showing them their photograph, their goal. The funds are named for their goals.
Another very interesting question. This is from Yogita. Though I do believe that life planning is done with our hearts, do you think we require a structured format to do life planning?
Yogita, it's difficult to have that structure. Various people have various structures, and I'm really, really happy that no regulator has created structure for this. Trust me, I will have problem with the regulator then, because then regulator will say, please write down how many children you plan to have, what will happen to them, when do you plan to get them married, and what is their ability to have kids in the family, and if they deviate, why they deviated, have in triplicate, call a chartered accountant who will audit and send this report. So I'm very, very happy that there are none of those things that is there. Yes, there is no structure. If somebody was to really look at it, while I'm talking something spiritual, scriptures is the structure. But beyond that, it will come over a period of time. The moment you start looking at people as human beings, you yourself will start developing. You may want to develop your own structure. So we have that structure in terms of relationship with money, that we have session, this photograph that we do. Over a period of time, we have developed, and if anybody wants, please feel free to come and take it, because none of this is mine. I've just kind of picked up from whatever good people and whatever I read. But you will create your own structure. In fact, the rapport that has been built up between you and your client itself is a structure. Otherwise, rapport would not have built up. So, yes, there are no number crunching and matrix and pie charts and graphs, and there is no regulator who's saying do that. But just pray God that it remains that way. Otherwise, we'll put Bhagavad Gita and Quran also into a matrix. And we'll have Bible with triplicate and a pie chart. I mean, too dangerous situation.